Go.
Okay, so this is a song that I'm doing, it's Never Forget You. It does already have a video, which I'm going to be showing now. Oh, it's been muted.
Did
Taz
Taz
unplug it?
plug it back on?
Oh, no. No, what am I plugging in? Yeah. That?
P.
So Jamie's logging that one. No, we're re-logging.
Yeah.
So it's not going to play. What I'll do... Into the song. I'm going to start fresh.
So many views.
This song, here's the music video.
I want you as you left, but I can never seem to let you go. 'Cause once upon a time you were my everything. It's clear to see that time hasn't changed a thing. It's very deep inside me, but I feel there's something you should know.
You can see that it's got an imaginary type creature with it, so it's not a very realistic theme. When I decided to do this, after I'd done my surveys and stuff, I've decided that I'm going to go for a more realistic video that people can relate to. The two ideas that I had was I was going to do either this song or Dancing in the Moonlight, because that was what my brief was, to fit the brief. And the Dancing in the Moonlight idea that I did was just very simple. They were going to be dancing in a forest, there was going to be bands, there was going to be like lanterns all around, but I felt that was too basic, and when I sent out my surveys they came back with that idea was a little more basic than the idea that I've got for this Never Forget You. There's going to be 5 different locations. One of them is going to be an abandoned house which is in Wallingford, which everybody has access to, so it's fine to get to, but it's never busy. That'll be where I'm shooting for my first day on the 16th of May. And the second day I'll be filming down by the river, and I'll be filming at home. There'll be 2 places for 2 actors that I'll be using, a male and a female. The river, there'll be food there, they'll be having a picnic, and at home they'll be watching a movie. The third day there'll be an ice rink, and they'll be having a restaurant. They'll be having a meal at home, so there'll be food for that as well. The ice rink is going to be like a date type thing. And because it's about never forgetting somebody, when they're at the abandoned house, this shot will be going throughout, we'll be cutting back to it. It'll be a female on her own, all lonely, reflecting back on her relationship that she's had with this person who's going to be in every other scene with her. And you're going to see how it's progressed as they've gone along their relationship, and then it's going to end at when they're having a meal. He's going to leave and she's going to be very sad, and she's going to run off to this abandoned house. And it's going to end, the last lyrics of it are, I'll never forget you, you'll always be by my side till the day I die. It's going to end with her jumping, it's going to then cut. So we're not going to know what's happened to her when she's jumped. You're going to think that she's died, but she won't have. It will all be safe because there'll be not a very far drop, it'll just look like an illusion. The time scale that I have made for my production is going to be filmed over 4 days, because on the 4th day I'm going to look back on my footage and shoot some filler shots. So it's not all just shots of them, it's going to have a more artsy feel. And then I will be editing the next 3 days. And then once I have edited, if there are any more shots that I need, I have asked the actors, they are willing to come back on the Wednesday after we filmed, the week after, to film any more shots if needs be. The budget will be £456, that will include transport to each location for the actors and myself, the camera hire, the tripod hire, the food that is needed for each thing, the entry fee for the ice skating, and stuff like that. So it will all be £456. I will be directing it, and there will be 2 actors, the male and the female. And all legislation has been followed. There is competitors for them, is anybody really that's in the charts right now. So that will be people like Fifth Harmony did a work from home that was quite popular, and anybody who's in the charts, because this is a very popular song, this has been in the charts for over 30 weeks now, this same song, and it's still doing very well, everybody knows the song. So I feel like that. The target audience is people aged 18 to about 25, because they do the same activities as these people in the music video, they know what's going on. and just stuff like that. And then that's all, I believe. I don't know. Any questions?
Who's your target audience?
Just said that.
Yeah, female males, 18 to 25. The social class of them will be C1 to E because they'll be doing the same types of jobs as these people. People who are doctors don't have time to necessarily watch music videos or do the stuff that will relate to this, so they won't feel like they know what's going on as well in the music videos, what's going on.
So you said you're doing. Sorry, Cameron. You said you're doing it in Wallingford, but what locations are you gonna have?
Well, one of them's Oxford Ice Rink, which isn't in Wallingford, but then I've got the abandoned house in Wallingford, which is a bit far down the river. We've got the river bank, and then there'll be 2 sets at my house, which is in Wallingford as well.
Yeah, you're just using one camera?
Well, I'll be using one camera predominantly for this, but then I'll be changing the scenes, filming it a few times to get different angles.
So what's your budget?
My
Say it to me again.
£456 I'll be spending on this.
And how does that break down?
Transport costs to Wallingford for the actors. There will be...
How much is that?
The transport costs is about £10 a day, so that's £30. Then I've got food for the river scene, which is going to be about £10. Food for the restaurant scene, which is not restaurant, the food for the eating scene, which is going to be about £10. Then I'm setting aside £6 a day for food that they want to eat, if they want anything.
For how many people?
For 3 people. I've got the camera, which is about £200 for the 4 days that I will need it. The tripod, that is about £60. And that's all.
Okay, that doesn't add up.
No, I've got it more down in my proposal for you, which I will give you in a second. More.
Can I get a copy of that now?
Yes, of course.
Is there a reason that you haven't got a pitch?
It's on my computer at home, but it will be up online for you to view.
That is not much use now, is it?
No, it's not.
Okay. So how many sort of people are in your thing overall? You say 3.
No, including me, the director, there's 3, but then there's 2 people in the footage.
So is it just you filming?
Just
No
me,
one else.
yes.
Okay.
Who are you having in it? Who's your actors?
I've got my 2 friends, Tasman and Joe. Tasman is 19 and Joseph is 20.
21.
20. It's not 21 yet.
And for your competitors, you say anyone that's in the charts.
Yeah,
That's
well,
quite
not
vague,
like
isn't
well,
it?
the majority of chart pop music.
So pop music.
Yeah, pop music that are in the charts now, which is main charts.
Okay. And why are they your competitors?
Because it's the same music genre, they do the same type of videos that what goes on there relating to kind of love stories and stuff and just everyday that people can relate to. But it's mainly the genre that it is that it relates.
Okay. Any other questions?